Hello and welcome to Midnight Scribe's Creative Vibes, where we speak to the best of the bronies and discover what makes them tick. Now, speaking of bronies and how they tick, have I ever talked to you about my producer Sugar Dove? Now, if the answer's no, just remember she is the editor too. She controls me, I cannot escape. But there is one incredibly cute thing I'd like to tell you about her. She loves dogs. Really, really loves them. In fact, she keeps hinting, and I'm using that term incredibly loosely here, to her husband that she wants an adorable fluffy for the house. Well, she'll be delighted with 50% of our guests today. Tonight on Creative Vibes, we have Johansrobot, a Californian native who's an artist, an Ask blog creator, and even cooler than that, is a staff member at the San Diego Comic-Con. On with him today is a fellow artist and all-round giver of feel-good vibrations, Puppy, aka the professional puppy, or as Sugar Dove would call him, the professional fluffy. Joro, Puppy, how are you both doing?
I'm doing very well, thank you.
Puppy's doing great! Yay!
Oh, that's so great to hear, and I'm so happy to have you both on. Just, oh, you're so adorable, Puppy. I'm gonna have to be professional, calm, collected, cool. Those were the things, weren't they, Johan?
Yep, exactly.
I shall do my best. Come on. Scribe, you're a professional. You're on season 2. You can do this. Right. Oh, ready. All right, I'm going to start off with... Joro, I'm going to start with you. I've got a question for yourself.
All
because I know that you've been drawing since fall 2012, according to your profile. So you started doing art for the fandom roughly around about the third season of the show. How did you start out?
How I started out, basically, I love conventions, and as you see, conventions are a big deal to me, and I go to a lot of them. And I even went before I knew about ponies, and in San Diego, there was this a line for people just lining up for stuff, and I wanted to know what it was. It was a We Love Fine booth. It was just pony swag there, and so I decided to check out the show, and I enjoyed it. Yep. And from there, I found the subreddit, and I found a site called BerryTube, and I made some fan art for them, and they loved it. They ate it up, and I decided to make more, and I just continued and just rolled with it since then.
All right. Now, BerryTube, now, bear in mind, the viewers will know this. I'm not the most, what would the term be? I don't know everything about the fandom, so could you tell me a little bit about BerryTube?
Oh, well, BerryTube is a fandom website, and that came from Reddit, and Reddit is a kind of like a forum for people to share links, share ideas, and basically they're a website that has a drinking game every Friday and Saturday night. And it's around the MLP episodes, and we have drinking rules and stuff like that. And it's just a bunch of really good, basically good-natured troll people who just enjoy having a good time. And they were just a blast to be hanging around with. So I decided to make some art for them. We do have meetups. The big one is at Everfree Northwest, but we basically have a decent coalition at almost every pony comic, because we're all across the world, from Galacon to BronyCon to EQLA. There's just a good group of BerryTubers who hang out together, who just enjoy having a good time, having a drink or two, but it's just, yeah. So basically, that's the group BerryTube right there.
Well, it's great to see in every community where bronies from around the world can actually just unite together in their love of the show. And I'm quite interested to hear that there's a drinking game as well. I mean, could you give... This is purely for personal reasons. Can you tell me a little bit about the game?
Sure. Every Friday and Saturday, BerryTube puts up a post on Reddit, both the MLP subreddit as well as the BerryTube Lounge, another subreddit geared mostly towards BerryTube. And so, like, right now, well, basically we have two sets of games on Friday. We have a Euro games that starts very early, at least here in the States, so the Europeans can participate. And then we have American games that start for American, and then Saturday we have a bonus games for basically still same time as the American games. And so basically what occurs is that right before it starts, we have a poll up on the website, and you select everybody gets a request which episodes they want to see. We request those episodes, and then whichever wins shows that episode, and we have a drinking game towards it. Some of the rules are like when Lyra and Bonbon are together, when Big Matt says yep, when there's apple bucking, when there's magic used, stuff like that. And it's just you sip your drink, and it's also about about having fun, and we remind people constantly to make sure to drink water, to help hydrate, if you will, and it basically is about having a good time, fun, and being safe as well. And there's a lot of community participation. Like I said, I'm not the only artist. I'm not, there's a bunch of PMVers who hang out. There's a bunch of musicians that hang out, and that we create content for not just BerryTube, but as the fandom as well. And there's also like organizers. Like I said, we organize stuff for Everfree. We organize stuff for BronyCon. The Galacon people taught us to use WhatsApp. It's such a great application when you want to have a group of people to hang out, because WhatsApp has a system where you could have a group, and so people could text each other what's going on, where the party's at, when a panel's at, like Anthology or whatever, and it's something we learned from the Europeans as well. So it's a big community. The people from the European group also learned stuff that we did, like at BronyCon or Everfree Northwest, and so they could make their meetups a little bit better as well. So it is a global community. We have people from Australia to Guam to America to Brazil to Europe. We have a good English division in there that went to Galacon. We have a few people from Norway that are very, very fun people, very, very cool people. Like I said, it's just a good group of people who just want to have a good time. Drinking is not necessary to have a good time. We have a lot of people who are under 21 who are not able to drink for one reason or another, but they still want to have a great time. And it's a very, like I said, laid-back, chill place, because there's a bunch of older bronies, 21 plus, usually tends to be the average. And they tend to be a little bit more mature and a little bit more, not clinging on. Like I said, they're a little bit more mature, so they're easier to talk to, is basically what I'm saying. And friendly, for sure.
Well, like you were saying there, obviously it's a great environment, and you've got bronies there from around the world. The show, even the guests we've got on today, we're all around the world. We've got Sugar Dove and myself, we're here in Scotland, you're over in California, and Puppy, you're in Indonesia.
Yes. Well, not at the moment, but Puppy is from Indonesia.
Oh, let me just scratch your ears there. You're so lovely. Tell me.
Scratchy.
So what's the brony fandom like there in Indonesia? Is there much of a My Little Pony presence there, Puppy?
There is a big presence, actually. There is a Facebook group for the Indonesian Brony Society. It's called Indonesian Brony Society, and it has around 900 membership, and it's still growing. And yeah, we also have our own OC for the country. We call her Indonesity. But yes, it's quite big.
Oh, wow, that is absolutely fantastic to hear. I know we've been trying to do something on our end here in Scotland. Obviously there's the Highland Bronies, and we do a part here. And I know there's been OCs for Scotland as well, and trying to bring that together. But it's fantastic to hear that MLP is so popular in Indonesia. And of course that you come from there, because, you're just so adorable. You are known as the... You are known as the professional puppy, which is two words you normally don't see thrown together. But, tell us a bit about what that means and what you do.
Yes, professional puppy. That's because puppies are professional and puppies are pups, and that's where the name comes from. But pups usually does drawings. Pups has a DeviantArt, and it's been there for 3 years already. For a long, long time. From far away. But anyway, Pups started out as a different name and wanted to change it, and was thinking about, what would be a good name that sounds professional and doesn't necessarily only cater to, ironically, only cater to ponies, because pups want to widen it. And it's like, puppies are pups, so professional puppy, and it makes sense. Yay!
It does make sense, and it's a fantastic name. What can I say? You really are a professional puppy. It is so great to have you on, and You're so adorable.
Yay!
I mean, what can I say? But I'll tell you what, there, because you were talking there about how you didn't want to just be part of this fandom. Are there ever fandoms you're a part of?
Well, wouldn't really call it like a part of it, like as deep as the MLP fan, because Pups knows a lot about the MLP fandom. But Pups is like in other things like Fallout, or more recently Steven Universe. But yeah, something like that.
A professional puppy in the Fallout universe. You must be a fan of dog meat.
Yes, dog meat. He's like a best friend. And
Your
no
best
matter how many times you shoot him, he won't die. 'Cause he doesn't.
dog meat never dies. Dog meat is a loyal companion. Though not comparable to you, you're a far better puppy. You're far better and far more adorable. The Capital Wasteland doesn't need you. We need you.
Yay! Puppy is ready to serve.
I salute
serve,
you.
Serve what? Puppy doesn't know. But Puppy is ready.
And how about yourself, Joro? I mean, I know from the art you've done that I'm guessing you're a fan of Sailor Moon, because I've seen your Brayburn Big Mac pick.
Yes, I am. I would have to say like throughout me, like with me, I'm not just a fan of MLP. I'm a fan of Sailor Moon. I'm a fan of Rick and Morty, Courage the Cowardly Dog, Hey Arnold. I love just content, and I would say I'm pretty well rounded. But MLP is definitely my favorite go back, and I always enjoy drawing stuff for people who are in the fandom, OCs, stuff like that. And like I said, I'm part of design teams, including Everfree Northwest, and I enjoy drawing ponies, and it definitely brings me a lot of joy and brings a lot of good people towards me as well, and that's why. But yeah, I do enjoy a lot of different content.
Well, it's great. I mean, obviously, none of us are just fans of MLP. Like, Puppy's a fan of Fallout, and so am I. And obviously, you're a fan of Sailor Moon, and so am I. So I love these both very, very much. Because it's not often, I mean, in terms of Sailor Moon, maybe this is just me, but Sailor Moon, to me, is a bit kind of like MLP in the sense that it's not really geared towards men, but there are quite a few of us that enjoy it.
Yep, I would agree with that.
Because I loved Sailor Moon as a kid. Actually, I still do. I occasionally watch episodes on YouTube. I love that show so much. And it has the best theme tune of any anime. That's my statement. If anyone wants to disagree, comment in the video. But I maintain that the Sailor Moon theme is the best anime theme around. That's just my personal preference. So don't shoot me down. But
bold statement.
It's a bold statement, but that's what we're about here in Creative Vibes. Bold statements, and then retracting them very fast when we realise people don't like them.
Never retract your statement, because it's what you think. What?
You know what? I will have to take that on, Puppy. I will have to take that on. Aw, let me just scratch your ears again.
It's like saying Puppy prefers NVIDIA rather than AMD, and everybody goes mad. No, don't retract your statement. Like whatever you want.
Now, you see, that's a great statement, I would think, for the whole fandom, because obviously we've all been brought here as we're fans of the My Little Pony show, and one of the traditional things we hear is the fact that, we're not meant to particularly like this show, because, we're, maybe we're too old, we're men, we're, this, that, or the next thing. But it's great to see that we all still come together to enjoy the show, despite those things. I mean, and of course, of the fandom itself. What's your opinion on the fandom, particularly MLP?
For me, as long as you enjoy something, no matter how old you are, you should continue enjoying it. No matter if it's MLP, if it's Sailor Moon, if it's Muppets, the new Muppet show is coming on. It's hilarious, absolutely funny. And me, I'm way older. I think I'm far beyond what Jim Henson thought. Who would be watching their shows, but I am enjoying it, and as long as you enjoy it, I don't think there's anything wrong with participating in the content, talking to the creators, and I'm a big supporter of that. That's how I feel about it. And the people who are in the fandom are just absolutely amazing. From the people who do the charity, from people who do who spread around the word about helping others, and also the positive messages that the show brings. Reconnecting with old friends. Kindness, generosity, all those aspects are not for kids.
Harmony.
Yep, they're not for kids. They're for everybody. And those messages, but as far as enjoying the show, as long as if you do enjoy it, you should continue enjoying it, and it doesn't matter how old you are.
Yes, indeed. That's also what Pup saying. Enjoy what you like. Don't let other people tell you what you should enjoy. Like if you should enjoy cookies more than muffins. But Puppy likes both of them. You can't tell Puppy what Puppy likes. Ah! Numb.
Exactly. No, enjoy what you enjoy and don't be ashamed of it. I think that is the key message here. I mean, and it's fantastic. I'll tell you what, I'm going to ask you a few questions, perhaps just about MLP, since that's what we're here about, that's what we're fans of. So, I'll tell you what, question for both of you. Well, actually, 3 questions for both of you. Favorite pony?
Do you want to take that one first?
Okay. So for the main 6, it's Puppy stuck between Twy and Fluttershy. Maybe Twy more. But anyway, but for everything else, might go to Coco Pamel. Yes!
I guess I could say out of the main 6, I've been liking Twilight and Pinkie Pie a lot, because you got definitely 2 people I want to see in the show more often. Kind of like a lot of people like Rare Jack. I kind of like the Pinkie Twilight episodes because they're just so different in how they think. You got the Pinkie Sense one where I thought was pretty interesting because you got Twilight who wanted to be logical about everything, even though she does magic. She wants to be logical about everything, and Pinkie who wants to just roll with it. And to me, that was a really, really good episode, one of my favorites, just because of their dynamic. And I kind of like that. I'm a very logical person, and usually people who inspire me the most are people who are like not logical, who just want to go with the flow, who just take things as they see them. When I want to understand them, but I tend to, when I let that go, I tend to have more fun. I tend to be more relaxed, and that's why I kind of like Twilight and Pinkie. As far as like my most favorite character, has to be Barry Punch. I love the little hat tip they gave at the 100th episode with the barrel, full of fruit juice, quote unquote, and especially is the mascot of Berry Tube. She definitely has a very important place as far as fandom is concerned, and so I really, really do like Berry Punch. And if you look, I have a little bit more Berry Punch than I should have in my gallery.
You can never have enough Berry Punch.
No,
thank you.
more Berry Punch.
Well, you've kind of answered the second question already, but what's your favourite episode?
Oh, I think my favorite episode, the one that, for me at least, it's the Super Cider Squeezy 6,000. I forget.
6,000.
Yeah. But yeah, I love that episode. It has 2 of my favorite characters, Flim and Flam, as well, who is just vaudevillian music man people, and I just enjoyed the nods to like the Music Man in that one, and to vaudevillian life, and it's when I used to watch Conan O'Brien. Conan O'Brien does that impression where he becomes a vaudevillian every so often, and those 2 people were good, and that was actually my first fan art, was of Flim and Flam, and just people just ate it up, loving my Flim and Flam interpretation.
Remembers.
Yep, that was my first drawing ever in MLP fandom, and so that episode has to be my favorite because it inspired me to draw, out, pony characters. All the bones are broken in that picture, but it still became pretty popular, and I decided, okay, I'll continue. I'll continue drawing them, and I still enjoy that episode. It gives me a smile each time I watch it, especially the song.
Oh, definitely. The song, I actually have a remix of it on my PSP, and I still listen to it all the time.
Yep.
PSP?
PSP, yes. No, my PlayStation Portable, I use that for all my music.
Yay!
I'm very retro.
What model is it? Model is it?
It's the original model.
Puppies also still have the original. Yay! Sorry for picking this off topic, but yay!
No, listen, look.
That's fine.
Video games and consoles are my forte. I love talking about them as much as the next person, so don't worry, puppy. You've actually made my day. Someone else who likes the PSP.
Yay!
Yay!
It's an awesome console.
I know, but they don't know it.
No. Okay, Puppy will make them. Anyway, Puppy's favorite episode. It must be a winter wrap-up, because Pups think it's the episode that makes MLP MLP. It has a good story in it, has good character development, and good music. Winter wrap-up! Even though the logic behind that is a bit weird, but yay!
I know what you mean, but Winter Wrap Up certainly seems to consistently be one of the more popular episodes. I mean, it certainly seems to be the one that, whenever fans talk about their favourites, it comes up quite a lot. I mean, it is a classic for sure. The other question I was going to ask was, how did you two become fans of the show?
I'll go ahead and go. So, yeah. So, like I said before, when I've been like going around conventions for a very long time, and I saw this. I saw this stand for Wheel of Fire. It was a huge line. So I went home and decided to check out the show, and I watched Over a Barrel, which was the Appaloosa episode. And I watched it, and I absolutely hated it because it wasn't a really good message to kids. I thought it was the Buffaloes versus the Appaloosans, and they resolved their issues by giving each other pie. I'm going, this is a very complicated thing that you made extremely simple, very digestible, which is good, but I really didn't like the message at the end. So I didn't watch it for a very long time. And what made me a fan was watching news, because I used to be a big news junkie. I used to watch Anderson Cooper and Aaron Burnett, who are big news people here in America all the time. And then Aaron Burnett did a big piece on BronyCon. And I go, what? And so I binged watch, and I absolutely loved it after the third episode. And then I became a fan.
Alright.
So because I didn't know the characters. I think I probably would have enjoyed that episode if I knew the characters, if I saw like the pilot first.
Woof! Yes. And Pups was chasing a mailman one day and saw that he dropped a plushie, and Puppy was like, "What is this?" It's actually a Luna plushie. And then Pup looked it up online, saw the show, and started watching. Well, just kidding. Puppy actually found it online through Know Your Meme when they actually did videos. But anyway,
I was like, whoa!
Anyway, yes. But anyway, Pups saw it online. It's like they were talking about, brownies. And I'm like, wait, brownie's the name of Puppy's pet. Word, letter for letter. Brownie. So Pups was curious, so looked it up online, because Pups has seen a couple of fan videos before that. And so looked up the first two episodes, it's like, this is okay, and probably forgot about it for a week. And then watched it again, and it's like, this is good. Pups can watch it like every once in a while. It's like every night, once a night. It's like, okay, twice a night, and 3 times a night. And by the end of the month, it's like, season 1 is over. And then Puppy finished season 2 in 1 week. And he's like, right, Pup's a fan now. Yay!
One thing I found really interesting about you, Puppy, is that it was experiencing the Brony fandom that got you into making art. I mean, how did you make that? I mean, you talked there just about how you were joining the fandom, but how did you feel when you're doing those sort of first art pieces?
Yes, actually, Pups got into art because of the MLP fandom. Pups saw a lot of art and circulating around. It's like, wow, these people are really good. And then eventually, I was like, Pups want to learn how to draw. And that was also the same time I was making a DeviantArt account for reasons Pup doesn't remember. But yeah, he made a DeviantArt card, saw all these artworks. Like, wow, these people are so good. Puppy gotta learn and dominate them all. I mean, Puppy gotta learn and do stuff. So Puppy started learning, and then, after seeing a couple of tutorials, he made his first artwork over there. And yeah, that's how it started. And over time, Puppy's art style changed, and it got better and better. The anatomy doesn't look like a spaghetti anymore, or a potato. But yes, That's how everything went. And Puppy likes to ear nom people. I mean, what?
You're welcome to. Oh, you can ear nom in my ear if you want to. Here, I'll offer you my ear. Hang on.
Yay! Nom!
Well, Puffy's nomming in my ear there. I'll tell you what, I've got a question for the two of you, because I know that both of you have been involved in various charitable causes. I mean, I've heard, Puppy, that you've been involved with Team OK streams, and I know that, Joro, that you've been involved in various charitable things as well. I mean, can you tell us a bit about that?
So basically, at the first event I ever went to was the 2013 Everfree Northwest, and there I saw the charity. I was sat in the charity room, and I decided to go ahead and the next year, because I was gonna vend for the first time, I was gonna go ahead and make a painting for the charity that year as well. And so on 2014, I submitted one painting. I did really well, sold for 100. And I said I was very proud of myself. I was an OC of someone who's on staff there. And so after that, I decided to go ahead and try for something bigger this year. And so I did a limited print of a Twilight, only 4, 3 signed by Tara, the last one given to Tara herself. Tara Strong, the voice of Twilight. And then I was going to do a painting, and I was going to do a second limited print for EQLA. And so over the course of this year, I was involved in a charity. So last year I was only involved in the Everfree Northwest charity, which raised 100. And this year I was involved with 3, EQLA, BronyCon, and Everfree Northwest. And this year I ended up raising $2,960 for charity, which I'm very, very proud of.
Congratulations!
No, definitely, that is an amazing achievement, and I mean, you're right to be proud of that. That is absolutely fantastic.
So that's basically like going from 100 all the way up to there. It's just absolutely amazing. Because I don't know much about OK Go. I heard about it. I've seen streams about it. I would like to know what it's about.
Oh, definitely. And Puppy, you've been involved in Team OK live streams.
Yes, indeed. Well, Puppy is not one of the artists that does the Team OK charity stream. Okay, since Team OK, what they do is they do charity streams for people that are in need. So, for example, if someone has a medical bill that they can't pay off or something like that, Team OK does a charity stream, and they raise money for them. And what they do is they have a bunch of artists doing the work, and people would donate, and basically that donate is kind of like a commission. The artist would work on it on the requests, or in some cases, one of them might sing. And yeah, that's what Team OK does. But Pups is not it's not one of the artists that does it. But Pups tries to promote it every time there's a stream. There's a stream that's gonna go on. So yes, that's what Pups does, but not very involving. But it's something.
Hey, it's all important. At the end of the day, it is all important, and we know that. I mean, and obviously you've been there as well in some of the streams, sort of giving out those feel-good vibrations. You know, just I mean, that seems to be part of what you are. You're just such a happy puppy.
Yes, cause at the end of the day, being happy is better than being sad. And if you're sad, you can always see the brighter days. So Puppy tries to make everyone remember the bright days. Yes.
Well, I'll tell you what, that is a fantastic message to end on for this particular episode. I mean, thank yous both for coming on the show. It has been absolutely fantastic. I hope you've enjoyed yourselves.
Yes, it was a lot of fun.
Indeedly do. It was fun.
Oh, thank you guys. Thank you, Puffy. I'll tell you what, I've got one question just before I go, which is, where can we find you? Online, obviously. No, your actual home. We're not going to come to invade.
No, don't take Puppy away! Not the kennel again! Puppy, you can find Pups at professionalpuppy.deviantart.com. That's where Puppy draws, and sometimes Pups might upload stuff to his SoundCloud, which Puppy forgot the name. It's probably Professional Puppy.
Well, you could definitely find me on Johansrobot, spelled Johansrobot, .deviantart.com or .tumblr.com or at Johansrobot on Twitter. I'm pretty active on there as well. And last thing is picardo.tv/Johansrobot if you ever want to catch me drawing. And I tend to do requests. I'm going to try to do requests like every Friday or so for a while until I got to ramp up for conventions next year.
Well, what we'll do is we'll put all those links in the description below so you'll be able to see their stuff and subscribe, commission, the whole lot. But my thanks to Joe Rowe and Puppy for coming on the show. They've been, I think you'll all agree, they've been absolutely adorable. My thanks to you guys for watching. If you want to get in contact with us, of course, we have the Facebook at Highland Bronies and our YouTube channel at Highland Bronies. You should know this by now. You're watching the video here. Come on, look at the title. But that's where you can find us. Our email's there, so you can get in contact with us if you want. If you've got questions, requests, if you're perhaps interested in coming on the show, if you're a creator, or if you just want to start a petition so that Sugar Dove can actually adopt Puppy officially.
Puppies!
Which...
Everyone, sign it! Sign it!
What have I unleashed?
Or else.
My thanks to all you guys for watching, my thanks to the guests, and of course my thanks to you guys as well. And remember, the last word from Midnight Scribe is, as always, please subscribe!